Hey guys, it's Phase 2 back with another review, or should I say reviews, because today we are going to be checking out two figures from the Phantom Menace, and that is being Padmé Amidala and Anakin Skywalker for the Star Wars The Black Series. So let's check out what you get with both of these figures, or what you can see at least. So you can see the figures in the box right there, then the packaging itself, you can see the Phantom Menace like mustard yellow color. Black Series at the top right there. Then on the side you can see murals. On the back, Padme and Anakin. You can read the bios if you'd like. The same artwork on the side, and Anakin is number 2 while Padme is number 3. Jar Jar Binks is number 1, and then the upcoming Droideka will be number 4, I believe. So I'm pretty excited for that. And then, as rumored, number 5 will be the upcoming Darth Maul. So that's gonna be super awesome to hopefully have a newly tooled Darth Maul. At the top, it's just a window so you can get some light into the box, and on the bottom it's the normal Black Series packaging. All has the barcode and legal stuff. So let's get right into these figures. Alrighty guys, let's check out Kid Anakin first, and I believe everything here is a completely new sculpt, and the sculpt looks really good. There is an overlay here, but the likeness, I think they did really good. I think it's one of the best ones in the line. Like, every single angle, it nails the look of Kid Anakin. The articulation's pretty decent. There is a bit, like, for the torso swivel, there is some gap back here, but you can kind of fix that with an overlay and kind of push it down, because the overlay is a soft material. So that's good because it can help the articulation out and cover up some of the spots better, because obviously you have to get the articulation out somehow. So with a figure being this small where it's a kid, I think they had to fix something just to make that work, and I think it definitely does work, and I think it looks great. And for his accessory, he does come with his backpack. It would have been cool to see him come with the helmet, but I really like this backpack too. Definitely something he needed. I feel like if he didn't come with this, then I don't know what else he could have come out with besides the helmet. And I think this looks pretty good right here. You can just have him like he's running towards the ship on Tatooine. I think that looks pretty cool. And it's pretty easy to get on and off too, so that's pretty good. I know like some other backpacks from other lines can be difficult to get on and off, but no, right here it's pretty fine. And I think it looks great. A lot of detail. You can see some painted yellow for the little canister or whatever that is. And yeah, it looks really good. So let's get into articulation for Anakin here. Take the backpack off just so we can get some more mobility. The head can look up that far and can look down about that much, not too much looking down. His torso does swivel, as I talked about earlier. Arms can go all the way around up to about there, which is pretty good. All the way down, bend to about 90, maybe a little bit more, and it does swivel at the bicep area. The hands also do swivel, and there is a side to side hinge on the hand. The legs can kick up that far. The little shirt overhang kind of gets in the way, but it can kick up to there. Can kick back pretty decent as well. Bend to about 90. Same with the arms. You can do here as well. You can swivel. The feet don't go up that much. Actually, not bad, but still not that much. And then it can go back like all the way completely flat, which is pretty cool. And then it can also pivot. So let's check out the Padmé. Alrighty guys, so checking out Padmé now. She is a great figure. There's a lot new to this figure as well, as far as I'm aware. I know there's a lot of figures in my collection that I'm still missing, but all of this is new to me at least. And yeah, this figure looks great. Like, the detail on here is really good. I really like the gold lining for her dress, and they even went in like added some weathering for the boots, and that the weathering there actually looks pretty good and doesn't look like that printed type of weathering that they do. It might be, but as far as I'm aware, it doesn't look like that. So that's good, because that weathering's not the best. Honestly, I'd rather they do no weathering so I can do it myself, which I know a lot of people out there aren't into customizing their figures, but I feel like that's a better alternative than to add bad weathering. But this weathering right here looks really good, and this whole figure looks really good. And it's great because this is my first Padmé. I don't have the Attack of the Clones one yet, so awesome to have her into my collection as well now. Finally have some representation for Padmé. And I think the head sculpt looks pretty good. It definitely looks like a young Natalie Portman, which is good because that's what young Padmé is. Definitely looks like the character. And yeah, let's get into her accessories. So she comes with this blaster right here, which I believe she used more towards the end of the movie on Naboo. Right here, and that fits into that hand pretty well. Sorry about that. And that looks pretty good. And then she also comes with a alternate hand, which doesn't happen much in the Black series. And that's because she comes with this blaster right here. Very small, so when she has both of those blasters, this one won't fit into this hand without falling out. So they included this hand so this blaster can fit right in there perfectly fine. So to do that, all you have to do is take this hand right here and pop it out like that. You might have to use a little bit of force, but it shouldn't break or anything, which is good. And then you just take it right here. And there we go. It's in there now. So it might take a few seconds, but it's a relatively pretty easy process. And then now you can have her displayed with this blaster, which I think is the more iconic version of the two, and it's the one I'll be having her displayed with, just because I think this blaster looks pretty good, and like I said, it's more iconic. So let's check out her articulation now. So her head can go up that far, and it can go down that much. It is on a dumbbell joint, which I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but nope, Anakin's is as well. So there is a dumbbell joint going into the torso that's attached to the neck and head. So that's on both of these figures here. There is a crunch and crunch back, and then a swivel. Arms can go up to about there. Arms can go all the way down, pretty much. Can bend to about 90, and can of course spin all the way around. There is swivel at the elbow, and the hand can swivel all the way around. This hand right here is a side hinge, where the blaster holding hands, both of them are a up and down hinge, as you can see right there. Same with this one. This one is also an up and down hinge. Going down to her legs can go up that far. The dress skirt piece does kind of hinder the articulation going backwards, so there won't be much for that. There is the newer type of articulation that the Black Series has been doing, where you can rotate the thigh, but it's kind of attached by the hip joint right there, so it's not like a cut, it's now just all one piece with the upper leg, which I don't mind. There is knee articulation, so it can go up to about 90, which it is kind of hard to use, like I said, with this skirt, but it's still good to have in case you want to put her in like a running pose or something like that, as you can see. And that also does pivot around. No boot cut, but the feet do go up. They don't go up that much though. They do go back pretty much all the way, and then they pivot. So that's pretty much it for articulation, and let's see these two figures together actually, and I think they look really good. Right here, Kid Anakin and young Padmé, And let's check out some other figures from Phantom Menace that will go great with these figures. Alrighty guys, so here is Anakin and Padmé together, but as you can see, there are some other figures that will go great with this duo right here, and that can be Jar Jar, which is the number 1 for the Phantom Menace line. He was the first figure to come out with that packaging. Then here I have Obi-Wan Kenobi, Padawan Obi-Wan. Alright, there we go. Had a little bit of a fall there, but we got it all back together. And as you can see, I did add some more figures than you saw in the last clip. And I think all these figures right here look amazing. We're finally starting to get some good Phantom Menace representation for our shelves. Obviously, Aura Singh here is more of a Clone Wars figure, but you do see her in Phantom Menace during the race, I believe, or somewhere in like the mountains or cliffs like that. And these all look great. Obviously, I don't have Qui-Gon yet. He's going to be one I have to get soon, which would be a great addition. But right here, this is already a great setup. These figures are great and definitely make a nice little display. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Let's take some of these guys away. Here we go. Alright, so now that it's just these two, close out the video. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, consider hitting the subscribe button. I will have some upcoming videos soon. I will have a review coming out this week as well, and then on May the 4th, I'll be having a collection video, so stay tuned for that, an updated collection. It definitely looks a lot different, and I have a lot more figures now than I did when I had the video before. And if you want a hint on my next review, sorry about that, here it is. So Bastila will be my next review, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. So if you liked the video, please hit that like button, consider hitting the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.